Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day. What if you could start your day on the right foot, every single day? Discover the secret to a morning routine that sets you up for success. For many of us, mornings can be a chaotic and overwhelming experience. We rush out the door, often feeling unprepared and stressed. But what if you could turn that around? The benefits of a morning routine extend beyond just feeling refreshed. It can boost productivity, improve mental clarity, and even increase creativity. Think about it. When you start your day on a positive note, you're more likely to tackle challenges head-on and make the most of your time. You'll be more focused, more motivated, and better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. And that's not all. A morning routine can also help you develop healthy habits, such as exercise, meditation, or journaling, which can have a lasting impact on your overall well-being. So, what makes a morning routine successful? The key is setting clear goals and priorities, and then planning out your day accordingly. It's not about creating an elaborate schedule or following a rigid routine, but about setting intentions and creating a sense of purpose. When you know what you want to achieve, you'll be more motivated to take action and make progress towards your goals. And that's where the magic happens. Let's take Sarah, for example. Sarah is a busy entrepreneur who used to struggle with productivity and motivation. She'd wake up late, rush through her morning routine, and then feel overwhelmed by the demands of her business. But one day, she decided to make a change. She started by setting clear goals for her day, week, and month. She then created a morning routine that included exercise, meditation, and journaling. And to her surprise, her productivity and motivation soared. She felt more focused, more energized, and more in control of her day. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but what about when I wake up late or oversleep? How can you salvage a day that's already off track? The answer is, it's not about being perfect. It's about being flexible and adaptable. When you wake up late, don't panic. Instead, take a few deep breaths, assess your priorities, and adjust your schedule accordingly. Remember, it's not about following a rigid routine, but about making progress towards your goals. Take Emily, for instance. Emily is a student who used to struggle with time management. She'd wake up late, rush through her morning routine, and then feel stressed about meeting her deadlines. But one day, she decided to make a change. She started by prioritizing her tasks and creating a morning routine that included a quick workout and a healthy breakfast. And to her surprise, she was able to stay on top of her work and meet her deadlines with ease. The key is to be kind to yourself and not get too caught up in perfection. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes and adjust your routine as needed. The goal is to create a morning routine that sets you up for success, not to follow a rigid schedule. So, take it one step at a time, and don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. In fact, the more you experiment with your morning routine, the more you'll discover what works best for you. You might find that you prefer a more relaxed approach, or that you need a more structured schedule to stay on track. Whatever it is, the key is to find a routine that sets you up for success and makes you feel good. So, what's the secret to a morning routine that sets you up for success? It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. or following a rigid schedule. It's about setting clear goals, creating a sense of purpose, and being kind to yourself. It's about finding a routine that works for you and makes you feel good. And that's something worth striving for. As you continue on your journey to creating a morning routine that sets you up for success, remember to be patient and kind to yourself. It's okay to make mistakes and adjust your routine as needed. The key is to find a routine that works for you and makes you feel good. And don't forget to experiment and try new things. The more you experiment, the more you'll discover what works best for you. In the next section, we'll explore the benefits of a nighttime routine and how it can set you up for success. But for now, take a moment to reflect on your own morning routine. What works for you? What doesn't? And what can you do to create a morning routine that sets you up for success? You might think that mornings are the most important part of the day, but what about nights? Research shows that nighttime routines can be just as crucial, if not more so, in setting you up for success. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, you're already halfway to your goals, but what happens after the sun goes down? That's where the real magic happens. As it turns out, a well-crafted nighttime routine can do wonders for your sleep quality. By establishing a calming pre-sleep routine, you can signal to your brain that it's time to wind down, making it easier to drift off to dreamland. And when you do finally drift off, research has shown that a consistent nighttime routine can lead to better sleep quality, reduce stress, and increased energy levels in the morning. One of the most effective nighttime routines is winding down with a relaxing activity, like reading or meditation. These activities have been shown to calm the mind and body, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. But here's the thing, it's not just about relaxing. A nighttime routine can actually be a powerful tool for boosting your productivity and motivation. Studies have shown that individuals who establish a consistent nighttime routine tend to be more focused, more productive, and more motivated in the morning. By taking a few minutes each night to reflect on your goals, plan out your day, and calm your mind, you can set yourself up for success the next day. And it's not just about the productivity benefits. A nighttime routine can also help you develop a healthier relationship with technology, reducing the likelihood of mindless scrolling and social media addiction. So what does a nighttime routine look like, exactly? For some people, it might be as simple as lighting a candle, making a cup of tea, and reading a book for 20 minutes. For others, it might involve more intense relaxation techniques, like yoga or deep breathing exercises. The key is to find what works for you and stick to it. By incorporating a nighttime routine into your daily life, you can unlock a world of benefits that go far beyond just getting a good night's sleep. You can become more productive, more focused, and more motivated, and set yourself up for success in the process. So why not give it a try? Take a few minutes each night to calm your mind, reflect on your goals, and set yourself up for success. Your future self will thank you. She stared at her alarm clock, the glowing numbers taunting her with an early start. The debate had been ongoing for weeks. Which was better, a morning or nighttime routine? As she pondered this question, she couldn't help but think of her friend, Emma, who swore by her nighttime routine. Every evening, Emma would wind down with a warm bath, followed by a cup of herbal tea and a good book. She'd then spend a few minutes planning out her outfit for the next day, making sure she looked polished and put together. On the other hand, her colleague, Ryan, was a morning person through and through. He'd wake up at 5 a.m. each day, hit the gym, and then start his workday with a productive burst of energy. His mornings were always filled with a sense of purpose, as if he was tackling the day head-on. But as the days went by, Emma began to notice that Ryan's mornings were often chaotic, with rushed breakfasts and stressed-out commutes. As she weighed the pros and cons of each routine, a surprising truth emerged. Research showed that a combination of both morning and nighttime routines was the most effective way to set oneself up for success. It seemed that by balancing the two, individuals could experience improved productivity, motivation, and overall well-being. The key, however, was finding a rhythm that worked for them, and sticking to it consistently. But what about flexibility? How could you adapt your routine to changing circumstances, and still achieve your goals? Emma, for instance, had to adjust her nighttime routine when she started working from home. She found that by creating a dedicated workspace, she could separate her work and personal life more effectively. Ryan, on the other hand, had to adjust his morning routine when he started taking his dog for a walk. He discovered that by incorporating this into his daily routine, he could clear his mind and get some exercise at the same time. As Emma reflected on her own routine, she realized that the secret to success lay not in one or the other, but in finding a balance that worked for her. By incorporating a combination of morning and nighttime habits, she could experience the benefits of both worlds. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose, she set out to craft a routine that would set her up for success, whatever the day might bring. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day. It's a sensation that's hard to beat, and it's exactly what many people aim for with their morning routines. But the benefits of a morning routine extend far beyond just feeling refreshed. For Emily, a successful business owner, her morning routine is crucial for setting a positive tone for the day. She starts by meditating for 20 minutes, followed by a 30-minute workout. This helps her clear her mind, boost her energy, and get a mental head start on the challenges ahead. The key to a successful morning routine is setting clear goals and priorities. It's not just about waking up early and doing something. It's about creating a structure that helps you tackle your most important tasks first. Emma, Emily's friend, has a similar approach. She wakes up at 5 a.m. every day to tackle her most critical projects before the distractions of the day begin. By doing so, she's able to make significant progress on her goals and feel a sense of accomplishment that propels her forward. But what happens when you wake up late or oversleep? It's a scenario that's all too familiar for many of us. We hit the snooze button, thinking we can catch up on sleep, but often find ourselves feeling groggy, disoriented, and struggling to get anything done. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break, which is why it's essential to establish a consistent morning routine that sets you up for success. By doing so, you'll be better equipped to handle life's unexpected twists and turns, and make the most of your time. As the sun sets, casting a warm orange glow over the city, many of us think that our day is coming to a close. But what if I told you that nighttime routines can be just as crucial, if not more so, in setting you up for success? Research shows that the hours between 9 p.m. and midnight are prime time for productivity, learning, and personal growth. It's during this period that our brains are wired to absorb and process new information, making it an ideal time for studying, reading, or working on creative projects. But the benefits of a nighttime routine extend far beyond just productivity. Improved sleep quality, reduced stress, and increased energy levels are just a few of the advantages of winding down before bed. And it's not just about relaxation, it's about setting yourself up for a better tomorrow. For Emma, a software engineer, a nighttime routine has been a game changer. She starts by taking a warm bath, then moves on to reading a book or practicing yoga. The result? A restful night's sleep and a fresh perspective for the next day. So, what about the common myth that nighttime routines are for relaxation only? Can a nighttime routine actually boost your energy levels and improve your focus? Let's dive deeper and explore the surprising benefits of a nighttime routine. As Emily's day comes to a close, she reflects on the choices she made between her morning and nighttime routines. Was it the early wake-up call that helped her tackle the day's challenges? Or was it the unwinding ritual that prepared her for a restful night's sleep? The answer, it turns out, lies somewhere in between. Research suggests that a combination of both morning and nighttime routines is the most effective way to set yourself up for success. Think about it. Starting the day with a refreshing routine helps you tackle the morning's tasks with energy and focus, while winding down in the evening allows you to recharge and prepare for the next day. The key to a balanced routine is finding a rhythm that works for you, one that takes into account your unique schedule, lifestyle, and preferences. But what about flexibility? How can you adapt your routine to changing circumstances, like a sudden work deadline or a family emergency? The truth is, it's all about being intentional with your time and making the most of every moment. By incorporating a balanced morning and nighttime routine, you'll be amazed at the difference it can make.